Welcome back. Man, it's hot. Tomorrow I got to go back to Lonnie and Marilyn's house. I've been there to fix their air conditioner. Um, oh, what else was wrong? Oh, the washing machine was leaking. I replaced their garbage disposal. They have a sliding glass door that's hard to, I don't know how they even open and close it. It's really hard. The bottom track is all messed up. So I'm going to replace the rollers and the bottom track. I have I bought a track. It's like a universal type thing. You just kind of make it work on your door. It's not specific to their door. Anyway, it's going to require a little bit of creativity, which is not my strong suit. I've got to put on my MacGyver hat, for those of you who remember MacGyver, because it's a mess. I took it out and took a look at it. It needs rollers. The frame is worn out. They need a door, but they don't have the money, and I don't have enough in my budget to buy a brand new door. So I'm going to do what I can. Anyway, I'm going to head over there tomorrow. Okay, here's my project for today. This door, here's the track. Okay, you can see it here. And it's missing from here to here, and this is just all thrashed. So, I'm gonna pull the door out. I'll show you what I'm gonna do. I have to MacGyver it, and I'm not a very good MacGyver, but you know, it needs to be replaced, but it's too damn expensive. I can't pay for it, and they can't pay for it, so we're gonna do the next best thing. Okay, so this is what's left of the track. Okay, so I'm gonna clean that out, and then I'll show you. Well, that's interesting. Look at that. That track was in upside down. You see that? See that bead? That's what the roller's supposed to roll on, that bead right there. Somebody had that track in upside down. I'll be darned. Let me show you what it did. So this roller, I took this roller out. It was hanging here. It tore. If you look at this one, see the frame? It's gone. And then there's a gap in there for the roller. And then this is more frame. It's gone. I can stick my finger in there. So I'll show you what I'm going to do. But I take this roller out. I bought 2 new rollers. We're going to do the track. I tell you what, we're going to do the track first. So let me show you how I'm going to do that. Okay, if this had been in properly, the distance from where it lays on the vinyl to where the top of where the rollers go is about, I'm going to say 7/16 of an inch. Okay, 1/2 inch will work. So let's go 1/2 inch. So my new one has to sit the same way. It has to be 1/2 inch so we don't get too tight up in here. Okay, that's number 1. Number 2, you need to leave a gap on each end of the track for drainage. So I'm going to put, it's about 70.5 end to end. I'm going to leave a 1/2 inch gap on both sides. So it's going to be I'm going to cut this 69.5. I'm going to clean that out. Okay, so here's the track. It's going to sit on a piece of wood. So the distance of this piece right here is, let's see, half. It's about 1/4 of an inch. And it's actually, say, 5/16. That doesn't leave much. But what I got to do now is I've got to cut a piece of wood, which is no more than 1/4 of an inch thick, to lay down, and then I'm going to lay this on top of the wood. So let me go do that now. I'm not a wood guy. So, but that's what I got. It's pretty thin, but it should be about the same height when I put the track on here. So let me put this stuff away. Okay, so a couple things. First of all, every time I do a job, not every time, most of the time, there's a tool that I wish I had thrown in the truck. This time it's a countersink bit because my screws, I tried to put the end ones far enough away from the rollers that it won't affect it, but the middle one, I got a feeling I'm going to feel it when I go back and forth. So what I'm probably going to have to do is come back here again and countersink them so the heads are flat. I thought I had a bit in my truck, but I didn't. The other thing, I had to make a decision. If you notice, this metal, it doesn't cover all the wood. It's not wide, it's not a full 1.5 inches. I chose function over looks. So they're gonna see the wood. Now I could paint the wood silver and all that, but I'm not going to. I did this mainly because when it rains, with the screen door closed, if it's a, I mean, they've got this, but let's say it's a really powerful, windy, rainy day and the rain comes and hits and gets in here, it's going to get on the wood and deteriorate the wood. This way the wood's on the inside, but when they open and close the door, with the door closed, they're going to see this wood. They don't care. I mean, it's this door really needs to be replaced. We're doing patchwork. So this is done. Now hopefully, I cut that wood real thin. Hopefully when I put everything in, it all fits right. It won't be too tight. If anything, it'll be too loose. And I still have wood out there. I can recut it. I really don't want to do that, but it's a lifeline if I need it. Now, so this is this piece right here. It's hollow under here. But what happened was, because there was no track here, you just wore this to the point where it's loose. So, and if you noticed, the screw for the roller goes here. And there's a screw, there's nothing in here. So what I've got to do, this is where I become MacGyver. I got to put a block of wood in here, thick enough to support this so it doesn't do this, doesn't collapse like this. And I can put a screw in it. I got to attach it in here and somehow secure it. I'm going to use probably liquid nails, some sort of an adhesive, but that takes time to dry. So I got to secure it in there so it doesn't move when I put the door back in. So this is where I got to figure something out. But anyway, I'll do it. I'll figure it out. Okay, here's my MacGyver skills. So I took the wood that I still have for the track, and it turned out that the thickness of the remaining wood was, let's see, 3/8 of an inch thick. I cut 2 pieces. I taped them together, so it's 3/4, which is how wide this is. And I slid it down. I made it 1 inch coming out, so it's touching here. And then the screw that's holding the roller is going to go into that. Now it's going to be tricky. I don't want to split it, so I'm going to pre-drill a hole. And then probably going to put some sealant right there, just to kind of help support it. But then I got to put one here. See this? So I got to go cut. I'm going to cut another piece of wood. It's going to be bigger, and I'm going to put it in here so the other screw can go into something. Okay, so that one was easy because the frame's intact. This one, this is the extent of my MacGyver abilities. So there's a block of wood supporting this part of the frame, which is cracked like down to here. So with the weight of the door on this wheel, it's going to be pushing on that block. There's some give. I wish I had gone another, I don't know, eighth, but I think we'll be okay. And then up here, I had some issues to deal with because the corners are welded, and you can't bust the weld or you bust this loose. So I put some, what do you call, liquid nails in there. I got a piece of tape holding it in place temporarily so it doesn't come out. And I got that screwed in. This one has no play at all. So there's a little bit of play here. Anyway, I'm going to put it in and see what happens. Okay, I forgot to mention, I bought this snap-on piece. You don't need it, but it keeps this from wearing down the actual bead. So I'm gonna snap this on. You gotta kind of tap it in place. Okay, so this, I snapped that on there, and now we're gonna put the door in. Okay, so I got it in, got it on the track. I adjusted the roller. So it slides pretty good. Now we noticed here the lock, they have the lock installed, it's just missing the actuator. So if I can go find one of these, they've got a lock. So I'm gonna see if I'm gonna run to the Home Depot when I have time and see if I can just find this piece. Okay, so door's done for now. I'm gonna probably try to find this piece for him. Now I gotta take a look at the dishwasher, but that's the end of this one. Thanks for watching.